CNN reporting in just this morning. As President Trump says the U.S. is considering direct strikes on Venezuela, we're learning about covert actions taken during his first term against the Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. Sources are now telling CNN in the last year of Trump's first presidency, the CIA carried out a clandestine cyber attack against the Venezuelan government, disabling the computer network used by Maduro's intelligence service. The sources say that attack was successful, but also say it was considered a throwaway, if you will, simply an effort by the CIA to satisfy President Trump's desire to do something against Venezuela while avoiding riskier, more direct conflict. But CNN is also learning that President Trump even then wanted military options to remove Maduro, according to a former White House official. And sources say he grew increasingly frustrated when that didn't happen. This time around, President Trump isn't keeping it a secret anymore. One former senior administration official summed up the president's thinking this way, as if he was saying, I told these guys I wanted the military option in 2018 and 2019. They didn't give me one. I want a real one now. CNN national security analyst Carrie Cordero is here with much more on this. Fascinating reporting coming from Katie Bolilis and team. What do you think of this from the first term?
Well, one of the things that I take away from it is the focus that they were using, according to this report, cyber attack, cyber activities, which really is a means, not an end. So the fact that it wasn't ultimately satisfying to whatever were President Trump's objectives in his first term, and we're still learning a lot about what potentially his interest is, what the United States government's assessment is that the threat to the U.S. is posed by Venezuela such that it would justify either years ago cyber activity or now more recently we're seeing actual military activity against these drug boats in the Caribbean and elsewhere. And
just the sheer U.S. military firepower that they've moved to doing this. But the military experts telling me like it is like using something you take on an elephant to attack a mouse. It's just like the sheer power that they put on it. But we have more strikes that just were publicly announced yesterday. 3 more strikes yesterday, 14 people killed, 1 person survived. In all, there have been 14 publicly disclosed attacks on these alleged drug boats by the administration. The way the defense secretary has talks about it, Carrie, is this. He says these narco terrorists have killed more Americans than Al-Qaeda, and they will be treated the same. What do you think of that in terms of just the legal assessment on the legality of this?
Yeah, this is a fundamental shift in U.S. policy towards drug cartels. This administration is obviously taking a national security and military strategy towards addressing the cartels. But what they haven't done from a legal matter is they haven't actually articulated how they got from the activity that the drug cartels are engaging in to an actual armed conflict, which is a term of art under law, to an armed conflict with the United States. And you need to be able to justify, a government, the United States government under our laws, needs to be able to justify why it's an armed conflict, why the United States is in that armed conflict with these drug cartels, which is a little different than simply asserting, yes, a lot of Americans have been killed by drug trafficking and illicit drugs. And so when they provided their notice to Congress, so the administration has to notify Congress, when they provided their notice, they didn't actually make those connections, and that's what a lot of members of Congress have interest for, and obviously the broader legal and public.
Yeah, and it's not ending, and these questions not only remain, but are only getting bigger. Thank you so much, Garrett. It's good to see you.
Thanks.
John?